welcome back to another Trove video. Today we'll be talking about this class, the Knight. The Knight was one of the first classes ever added into the game, if not the very first, along with the Gunslinger, and he's a physical damage tank class. Now his left click, just a basic swing, and he deals damage to enemies. His passive is called Retribution, which means whenever he gets attacked by an enemy, his sword lights up and his next hit deals double damage. His next ability, which is his right click, is called Smash and does exactly what it says, smashes, but does knockback to the enemies along with dealing massive amounts of damage. I don't actually like the Knight, and he is considered one of the worst classes in the game because of this ability, Smash. It's his only ability that really does damage, and it knocks enemies back. So if you're on a dungeon and you knock the enemies back, they just fly off the dungeon and you just never see them again, and you can't complete the dungeon. So no one particularly likes this Knight because he just isn't a very easy class to deal with. His next ability is called Charge, which does again exactly what it says. You hold down 1 and you get this like spiral, and when you let go, you charge forward, deal damage to enemies, and knock them out of the way. Again, another ability that doesn't really do much and just attacks enemies, knocks them out of the way off the dungeon, so it's kind of annoying. His ultimate ability is called Iron Will, and which will heal the Knight, fully heal the Knight, and will block all incoming damage for 10 seconds. So it's basically like a flask with I think it's called Unyielding Emblem. Yeah, Unyielding Emblem, which makes you invincible. So it's basically like you get an extra flask. So when you hit 2, you get a square around your character, and this implies the ability is active, and enemies do, I think it's 75% damage to you, so you don't take as much damage as normal. So let's go see this guy in action. Taking out some enemies. I'm not, as you can see, I'm only 3,700 power rank, so I'm only going to go into a U4 world. I only main one character, which is slightly annoying because it means that all my other characters aren't very good. Now with this character, you'll be wanting to focus on the Trinity for tank characters, so you want max health, percentage max health, and you'll also want physical damage. So I'll see if I can demonstrate to you what it looks like when you get a charge. So when I get hit, my sword starts glowing, see? And then my sword will do double damage, which is quite cool. Now, the Knight's class gem ability is called Spirit Squire, and it replaces his charge ability with a different ability, which instead of launching the Knight forward, will instead launch a ghost of himself forward and deal damage to enemies. It says shoots a projectile charge that pierces multiple enemies and deals an area of effect that damage around the target. It also stuns the enemy for 1 second. Again, this isn't really a useful ability because it knocks enemies off dungeons, so I wouldn't say that the Knight is particularly a very good class for starting players. However, he is a starter class, so he is able to be used from the very start of the game. But then again, there are other classes that are better, for example the Dracolite. Yeah, so that's basically all I'd like to say about the Knight. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe in the description down below. I'm chain recording all of these class tutorial videos, so if I'm wearing the same clothes, don't worry, it is the same day, so I'm not going to just being dirty. If you did enjoy, then please leave a like and a subscribe down in the description. It would mean a lot to me, and I thank you, and I'll see you all next video.